Quest 3 truly is a game changer. Now, somebody like me who has covered Quest for a very, and I mean a very long time, especially when it really peaked, going into the Quest Pro, I was very sad because it leered away from their actual image and totality. Quest was somebody who was affordable in the VR spectrum, which is very rare. Hell, just impossible to find anything actually affordable in VR. Quest made that possible, and then obviously the Quest 2 jump started it, it just blew up like insanely in the best way possible. And although the graphics weren't the greatest, we still had some of the top playing games such as Gorilla Tag that is not even graphic intense and is still a top priority game that has to be played. Now, to actually go into that perspective, Quest going into Quest Pro just shifted away from their vision in totality, and we were just like, what the hell, why did y'all go expensive? And so gladly they are now shifting into this phase of the Quest 3, which brings us body pose estimation, enhancement graphics, just everything has literally improved, including like the size. Now I mean, at least some rumors are saying that the weight is still kind of the same, but at least it's a lot smaller, really living up to that mobile VR headset type notion and stigma that they actually get all the time. Quest 3, I was so excited for, and then I kind of fell back a little bit because I was like, you know what, it seems too good to be true. But then now it's shifting back to like, man, well, Quest 3 really is that thing that we needed pushing forward in VR. And I tell y'all, I exhausted so many of my options when I was pushing for Quest 2. But then like when they made that leap to going far more expensive, it just wasn't them. Something had really came to sense where they're just like, shit, we're doing the Quest 3. We're staying away from this expensive stuff. Now, there are rumors that they might be doing like a Quest Pro 2 or something like that. And actually a Quest Lite that's going to be much more affordable. So we don't know what's going on in those aspects so far. With Quest 3 coming around literally next week, which is insane. Obviously, we pre-ordered it, and creators are going to have it way earlier, like bigger name creators. I got to step my game up because I know we have a lot of followers on TikTok, so help your boy out and subscribe here, man, because a lot of these creators too, like we have great numbers just like them on TikTok, man. And so we're hoping maybe one day our dream will be able to work with that so we can break down the most transparent information we can give you all. So hit us up with a thumbs up, subscribe to us about the algorithm. When Quest 3 is out, of course, we're going to get our hands on that. We're going to break down everything for you all, but not just expect standard. We want to break that down in terms of commercialization, the advancement of tech, apps, and everything. And so far, what has been shown, not the overhype essential, but just what has been shown, at least concurrent with validation and verified sources, it has shown that there's improvements all across the board, which is crazy. The last time we saw that was Quest to Quest 2. So now Quest 2 to Quest 3 seems like the leap that we actually needed when Quest 2 was at its peak. So it did lose a lot of hype in terms of going back to the gimmicky route because Quest Pro did come around. I think Quest Pro probably leaped it way too fast and should have waited for Apple Vision Pro, so it could at least still be a little bit cheaper than Apple Vision Pro, but still kind of compete with it in that spectrum. So maybe later when Apple Vision Pro releases, they'll have like an actual Meta Quest Pro Part 2 or something. I don't know, but Quest 3 is really going to take this to the next level, y'all. I know they are, because you can just tell in affordable VR what Zux has been doing, at least Zux and team, of course. They have been dominating it. Making VR affordable is what found my love for virtual reality. And so I'm just so excited that Quest 3 is going to bring me back to virtual reality. Finally, I can't even fucking speak because I'm just excited. I'm glad that it's bringing me back to VR, though. It has been a long time. We had been creating multitudes of content on different stuff. And so to come back to VR where my heart was, essentially, because I do, guys, I really believe in virtual reality, and it is the future of what we are, but we need somebody to knock it out the park to where there's not too much friction. I'm a VR enthusiast that has haptic vest, all these PC VR setups, multiple PCs in my setup, and I have all these haptics. I have the gloves, I have vest, I have like all these like cosmetics that make us look cool in virtual reality, but it just takes so much time and money just to do all that shit. At the end of the day, I was always using my Quest still. So I'm going to just tell y'all right now what Quest 3 is portraying to us is amazing. Now, if it delivers, we're hoping it does capitalize, and which I believe it will, because they're kind of doing this safe route with some minor risks, right? They're pushing the mixed reality to augmented reality to a higher level, which might be kind of buggy maybe, but we don't know how that's going to roll. But they have minor risks, but all in all, they're going a safe route in improvements and advancements. So that's going to be a plus win. It's not like this crazy stake like what they did with the Quest Pro. Instead, they're bringing it back to a bargain to where it's still affordable. It's obviously a little bit pricier thanks to inflation and tech and everything, but they're gonna win once again. Now, in terms of just universal commercialization, probably not. But for VR people, we gotta be excited. This is gonna be a great time, man. So I know Quest 3 is gonna crush it. Y'all gotta let me know what's up next week. Man, Quest 3 comes out. Are y'all gonna be getting one? Let us know in the comments below.